It's the Daily Comedy News with your host, Mark Pires. Join us for breaking headlines and all kinds of comedy shenanigans. Brought to you by The Beat Seat.
My friends, welcome to part 2, day 1912. Don't want to get ahead of myself. In a row, the MarkinsPires show. We're here connecting since December 31st, 2018. We do the comedy news. We play music at 432 hertz on this guitar, and with this drum, the only drum in the world for guitar players, it's called the Beat Seat. You can pick one up at beatseat.rocks. Guys, we're going to get into it. I want to talk about this P. Diddy and the Prince and their connection. What is going on with this? We're just going to quickly read about it, and then we're going to get into the music. So let's do this. Pull it up on screen. Here we go. This is actually great. It pulled right up. Fantastic. Let me give you guys this screenshot. We're doing this together. That's how we work. I'm doubling up right now. Joanne, can you do me a favor? Keep the wheeze down while we're in the process here. She's doing it. So here we go.
No offense, that's just me living.
Josh,
so many perfect ways to spend your days.
All right. Zabrowski's here to give us a woohoo. We'll get into that as well. Diddy attracted I don't know what we could say here. Associates by implying access to Prince Harry and other celebs. It sounds a lot like somebody named Epstein. You may know who he is. Had an island, a Lolita Express. They used to all go on it, but Clinton went 26 times in 24 months. Sean Diddy Combs allegedly enticed participants into a sex trafficking ring by offering proximity to his popularity and implying those in his inner circle would have access to celebrities like Prince Harry, athletes, in the civil lawsuit filed by Rodney Jones, a former producer, last month. In February, Jones accused Combs of extensive SA and harassment in claims filed at the Southern District Court of New York. We got a minute and 10 till Zabrowski hits his So the rapper used lavish parties and social status to recruit people into participating and facilitating, doing the 1-2 Magoo in alleged sex trafficking ventures. Okay? In court filing made on Monday, Jones' lawyer wrote that Mr. Combs was known for throwing the best parties, the best parties. And that the affiliation with Combs provided his associates with legitimacy, immense success, and access to the top emerging artists, celebrities, famous athletes, political figures, musicians, I said, Joanne. Forgot you're back there wheezing. And the international dignitaries like British royal Prince Harry. Ding, ding, ding. Look at the photo. They're best friends. Guys, Zabrowski. It's unclear why the Duke of Sussex singled out. Zabrowski, hit us with the woohoo so I can finish this one up. We're playing music. Woohoo! He comes out. I'm doing the news story. Zabrowski hits you with a woohoo. We're all better for it, Oh, goodness. So, Harry has apparently only been photographed with Combs this single time. Combs like he's playing pocket pool. He's like, I got the royalty next to me. I'm royalty. I killed Biggie. I killed Tupac. And now I'm here with royalty. He's just thinking about it. And of course, Kanye's royalty as well. Guys, you know that. He's alongside his brother, Prince William, and rapper Kanye West, after the artist played a 2007 concert tribute to Harry and William's late mother, Princess Diana. Representatives for Princess Harry did not immediately respond to the HuffPost's request for comments. Probably because it was the HuffPost. Who wants to call the HuffPost back? You're like, can I speak to the HuffPost? Stupid moron idiots. All of your freaking articles are crap. Anyway, let's get back into it. The Daily Beast story from around the same time quotes Combs as saying, I really can't wait to get to the UK, as London is one of my favorite cities. I'm hoping also to catch up with Prince Harry while I'm there, you know, because we used to do the 1-2 Magoo at the parties together. He's such a cool guy, you know. I get access, and I set up the trades between the young ladies, and we're men. I'm into the guys, you know that, as Sean Diddy Combs. Guys, these are all speculative, just jokes, by the way. Don't want anybody coming after me, Sean P. Diddy. Even though I pretty much ripped you apart earlier today, you know, and yesterday. We're doing it. Anyway, raids come on the heels of a string of lawsuits against the rapper. They accuse him of a pattern of abuse, you know, S.A. Jessica Mattox, how are you? Welcome. Welcome to the MarkinsPires show. Join us on YouTube, X, or Rumble. If you want to see these stories over my shoulder, Matt Perkins, my friend. Same note. X, Rumble, YouTube. I'm about to take out this guitar. In fact, I'm doing it now. I'm just going to hold it. I'm just holding it, you know, like we're in the process. Where's my pick, though? I need a good pick to play with tonight. This one's not good. When you throw your freaking pick every single day, you know, and it's like, where did I put my pick? I gotta find another pick. I have to go and look for another pick. Is it under the lottery tickets that I did not win with? You guys thought I won. And I told you that I was gonna hold on to it till next year. You were like, geez, Mark must be really doing well. No, real estate's crap right now, guys. Send me some listings. Seriously, if you are looking to sell your house or buy a house, reach out to me, anywhere in the country. It's what I do for a living. Then I show up here to entertain you guys twice a day. You can also support the show many ways, so make sure you check it out on YouTube, Rumble, and X. You'll see S-Coop is likely popping something in the chat about that. Here we go, guys. I didn't finish the story yet. Hold on. We see, I get ahead of I'm ready to rock and roll over here. Oh, goodness. Maybe we should play a little music along to the story so we have like a little background music. Diddy's just a bit of a scumbag, and he was just using the name, I guess, for access. So not much to the story. Bottom line is Diddy going down, right, guys? You know what I'm talking about. Look, at the end of the day, you have to understand when Diddy does it. Whoa, Joanne, please stop. Wait. By the way, just so you know, tomorrow at 11, every day at 11, there's a piece of content that premieres. And it's usually a new story from the show you missed. And this one is freaking awesome. It's tomorrow. Every story I've been putting out is so good. And I'm just saying, I know I'm the guy doing it, but the comedy news roast of Megan Fox, insanely funny. Oh, my goodness. Conor McGregor having a mental breakdown and me doing, it's hilarious. You gotta check that out. And Shohei Ohtani. I got it right. Go check it out. He's not getting into the Hall of Fame. James Bond, the new guy, he got roasted by me just the other day. Go check it out. Fruits. I got the fruits that'll kill you. It's right here. But it'll make you laugh as well. You'll die of laughter while you're finding out what fruits will kill you when you eat them. Bruce Lee's master, Sensei Round Eye. It's okay because I'm talking about myself, right? We lean into stereotypes here. Anyway, guys, tomorrow, just so you know what's going down, this is called I'm on the freaking wrong account. This is the problem when you're dealing with Joanne in the background. She's always messing me up. You know, Joanne, it would be nice if you just left us alone for a minute. let the wheeze go to the wayside. But no, not with Joanne. Joanne, stop it. Not really sure why. Anyway, here's the link, guys, and then we're getting into some music here. I gotta just switch over the scene. This is called $1 houses in Italy? Right? So tomorrow when we do this one, you guys can watch with me. Ma! Gosh almighty! No sound for how long? Is that even working up there? I mean, you probably heard a little bit, but there we go. That's the link. Now we're getting into the music portion of the show. As soon as I just pop something on here for a second, I don't know what this is, but I'm gonna just get up. Just listen to this for 2 seconds while I get set up, guys.
the clouds, man. Looking down, there's nothing that can stop your happiness from growing. So fly. From the bird's eye, taking the day to watch the sunlight. To take a page out of the book, yeah. The directions, line by line, you get to the end, my friend. Oh, yeah, you're flying. Yeah, you're flying. dead forever. That's right, you're flying. Yeah, you're flying. Don't need no plane, no. I'll use my wings and go. I'm gonna fly high above all the negativity this world's been bringing. I'm flying. Never coming down, no. Gonna stay way up above it all. Yeah, yeah. Where I'm flying. Won't you fly with me? Get away from it all. Well, I'm flying, yeah, I'm flying high, never coming down, no, I'm flying, yeah, I'm flying, flying high, yeah, never coming down, I'll tell you why, I can see the world from a better view. I'm flying, yeah, flying, I'm never coming down, no. Stand up here forever if I can. I'm flying. Woo! I'm flying. Fucking A, you kidding me? Just broke the string. I mean, it was bound to happen. I mean, that thing was just ready to crack. I've been dropping it the last few days. It's just been popping on me, and then that just literally broke right in my. I want to hear it.
I got one on there I can switch over. Gosh almighty. I just bent this. All I did was bend it. What are we talking about over here, you know? Now the whole thing's going to be out of tune, too. Here's a challenge. Play with one less string. Wish I had all 6 strings right now. It's already going.
one less string. One less string, yeah. I'm gonna do what I can with it. Oh, I ain't gonna complain. No, gonna go, gonna play, gonna put on a show. It's what I do every day. So join, oh, you can be a part of it too. Just put a word or two on the screen. I'm gonna take it and sing it. Yeah, it's what I do. We spoke about that at the beginning of the show. Yeah. I play with a wireless string. Oh, wireless string. I guess I could write a song with one less string. There are 209 songs that were created just like that on iTunes and Spotify. If you type in Mark Pires, you can listen and support a brother. I don't know if that was any good, but I usually say that after everything, and there's a lot of good stuff here. One less string. There's a line in there that's pretty awesome about society. You know, when you're living in the moment, there's something that speaks through me, and it's just literally, it's the truth. That's what I say. When every song you'll hear on iTunes, there's so much freaking fire, and every word came out of the moment. It was spoken to you by the creator of this entirety that we're a part of. And, you know, the beautiful thing is that every song you ever will hear from me was created live in the moment. And the moment that I speak of is this exact moment right here. So just because I did it in a previous time in this moment, it still was this moment. So when you experience any song of mine, you're like, that shit's real. Because it is. It happened live. It happened right here in this very ether, this moment right here that never ends. It's the never-ending moment. It's the one moment. There's nothing else. And it continues on, and every time we distract ourselves from it, we come back to it, and it's always continuing. It's always been here since the beginning until the end. Same exact moment. One last string. Got one last freaking string over here, Joanne. Scoop, thank you. You know, like, I could complain about it, or I could just make a tune. You know what I mean? So we just tried to do that. And the problem is that when I did that, it's actually not terrible. Down again, but we live to die. We're never understanding why, and I'll give my life to you forevermore. You keep me rolling on, yeah. I'll never hide my face with you when you will not be alone with me. The moonlight hours might pay my debts at time. Dream this dream and stay alive where everything's fine, where the beat rolls on, where the beat rolls on, the beat rolls on and on and on. Change your ways. I can't light your flame. I've been wandering long, and I'll roll on will take my chances, and you will not be alone with me. The moonlight hours when I pay my debts, it's time to dream this dream and stay alive where everything's fine. Yeah, where the beat rolls on, where the beat rolls on. Where the beat rolls on, yeah, where the beat rolls on, yeah, where the beat rolls on, yeah, yeah, and on, and on. Where the beat rolls on. Long me moonlight hours, pay my debts, it's hard.
Perfect timing. That was unlike anytime I've ever played that song. I wrote that song. It's on one of my albums. The Beat Rolls On. Great song. Again, all my music's on iTunes. Mark Pires. MarkinsPires is my stage name, show name. But the show is basically an extremely inspirational show. So it works out that my name is Mark Pires, and INS in the middle is Mark Inspires. I thank my friend Fermin Vidal for pointing that out one day. Or we'd probably be called Mark Pires Renaissance Man, which still applies. I mean, pretty much do all these things live in the moment for you guys. Playing with 5 strings tonight. This is interesting. I mean, it's just the bottom string that's missing, so it's not like it's like you can't play, but it just, there's a whole higher end that I'm missing tonight. I'm playing more of a rhythm type jam here, so. Now I need the bottom string for that one. She understands. She promised me. She looked in my eyes, and that's where it started. Time in my head, it never departed. See how I feel about you.
brighter in the dark. And I will find my way home. I'm in the dark, yeah, yeah. And I will find my way home. In the dark, yeah. It's always brighter in the dark. I find my in the dark.
Elizabeth Gonzalez, how are you? Lena, Jeanette, Carlos, and T-Dub in the house. Thank you for listening to me play some music for you. If you could head over and subscribe to X, Rumble, or YouTube, that's where I'm live every day for the last 1,912 days in a row. And I'd really appreciate it if you join me over the next 88 days while we reach 2,000 days in a row live, writing songs, creating songs, and playing songs, doing live comedy news for you, tons of crazy comedy skits, the never-ending live creation show, and a place where people can connect. No politics on this show. Just the moment. Positivity. Us finding a reason to connect, not divide.
Of keeping what you've made a choice. Now you got to live for what you are. Till you wake again, wearing thin through your skin. We lose our draw. Someone keeping score down here or up there. It doesn't matter till your dying day. That's why you gotta give it to people the way you want it back. You give it to people the way you want it back. We can never have it all. It's hard enough keeping what you've made. Luck be a lady tonight. You could save me if you catch me when I fall into the surface of your heart. To feel the way you're supposed to be to me. Way I am to you, you gotta love the world. It's what you need to do, yeah. Don't be a strange to your desire, yeah. Just grab the wire, which dangle me into eternity. And so it seems his dreams keep me playing like they're nightmares. And every moment I feel like I'm gonna wake, shake, bake, quake, and wait for another plate to eat. And now I look into your eyes, yeah. Take you by surprise. How could we walk alone into this life of danger? Memories are washed away. Why do you walk away from me? We can never have it all. Till you wake again, wearing thin through your skin. Win, lose, or draw. There's someone keeping score down here or up there. Doesn't matter till your dying day. That's why you gotta give it to people the way you want it back. You gotta give it to people the way you want it back. Yeah, and you want it back. Don't you need it back? Wake again, wearing thin through your skin. Win, lose, or draw. Yeah, there's someone keeping score down here or up there. Yeah, it doesn't matter till your dying day. That's why you give it to people the way you want it back. You need it back, give it back, love it back. Yeah, well, did you give it anything you said you wanted and needed? I heeded and bleeded your sentimental lies, and now I want it back. I need it back. Yeah. Now I want it back.
One string less than normal. Stop it. That's a song called The Truth. Appropriately named by my old bass player. I wrote that song one night when I was about 19, 20. And I walked in to see my bass player the following morning. I couldn't sleep. Couldn't sleep after I wrote that one. So I showed up at like 7 a.m. to see Jay Berta, awesome bass player. And just like me, self-taught, he just could rip it up on the bass. He was like so much better than me at the time. So I was learning from Jay and from Dave, my drummer. And so I show up at Jay's girlfriend's house at like 7 a.m. I sent him like, I think back then, he had a cell. I was like, buddy, I'm coming over. I got to play you something. And so they're at 7 in the morning. He's sitting there smoking a cigarette with his girlfriend, Victoria, I think her name was. And they're like, I'm in their room. Like their bed's right there. And they're sitting on the floor, Indian style. I could still visualize this. And Jay's sitting there. She's sitting next to him. They're smoking cigarettes. And I sat there and played that song for him. And as soon as I finished, Jay goes, that's the truth. And I go, what? He goes, that song's called The Truth. I was like, but I don't say anything. I don't say that at all. I say, it's called Win, Lose, or Draw is what I was starting with. I was like, I'm going to call it Win, Lose, or Draw. And he goes, no, that's the truth. And he goes, everything you said there is so true about everything in life. And I thought about it. Just listen to those lyrics real quick. We can never have it all until we wake again, wearing thin. What's it go? I can't do it without singing. Until we wake again, wearing thin, win, lose, or draw. No one, freaking A. I can't believe without playing it, I can't think about it. We can never have it all. Until we wake again, wearing thin through your skin. Win, lose, or draw. There's someone keeping score. Down here or up there, it doesn't matter till your dying day. That's why you got to give it to people the way you want it back. That's why you give it to people the way you want it back. Until you wake again, wearing thin. I love that. Anyway, so that's one of my old school songs. I've got hundreds of songs, thousands on my channel if you go and join us on YouTube. There's 4,400 pieces of content on YouTube. Comedy news, like I said, I got 9 feature films. I didn't tell you about that, but they're crazy. Like if you like Adam Sandler type comedy, you'll like my comedy movies. They're all created live in the moment, though. Adam Sandler has producers, and they spend time on a script. They hire actors. I'm everybody. I play all the characters on a green screen, and we've done 9 feature films so far that are full feature films, an hour and a half long, and they're crazy. I mean, really, I wish I was able to get producers and put this stuff together. Like, I'll just tell you briefly. I want to go over the 9 movies, okay? This is just a very quick thing, but I want you to understand the insanity that is the MarkinsPires show. My last movie that I put out is called Back to the Future, Mark. I'm from the year 2769. My name is Future Mark. I'm a time traveler. And with Joanne's help, we travel through time together. And I go through time portals and stuff. Like I really went overboard on the cinematics on this with my green screen. It was a lot of fun. And I'm like going through a portal, coming out in the different times. And so I came out and I was, you guys all know about the Bible and the sea was parted by who? You guys would probably say Moses, but you're wrong. It was done by Marxists, and I did it. And then I took it from me. Everything, the whole joke of this movie is that I do all these things, these events that we remember, and then they steal the credit from me and give it to these people who we remember. And like I jokingly say throughout the movie that they're all hacks. So like I'm Mark Tovin, and so when I'm there doing the and I'm like making up music, and I got this whole scene where I'm in some like French, room with everybody with the weird hair in the 1800s, 1700s, and I'm Mark Tovin. And I'm also Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. And I'm like, Michelangelo and Leo Marco da Vinci and Abraham Mark Lincoln. And I did the Emancipation Marklemation of 1863. And all this stuff happens in an hour and a half movie. And it's freaking ridiculous. I got all these backgrounds where I'm like all of a sudden doing Civil War. And it's like nuts. But we had so much fun with it, or I had so much fun with it. I'm in this room alone, for 5 years in a row every day, just entertaining you guys, but also entertaining myself. The world is filled with negativity, and all the entertainment is filled with negativity. Like I got into it with somebody on YouTube earlier because I saw them. They're like, categorizing a group of people and like getting into something. And I was like, and he's like, oh, well, this is true. And he mentioned how some filmmaker is making a movie on it, and it was Rob Reiner. And I was like, gosh, like, okay. It's like some of the radical that we have in this world is insane right now. And I said, buddy, when you take a perspective that you start talking about specific groups or religions, and you start talking about specific religions and how there's like an issue countrywide, I was like, there's freedom is something that is nationwide. It's religion free. In fact, I would be hard pressed to think that people who are very religious are going to be the ones that are out there starting problems with everybody else. Those are the ones that want to bring the world together because we have a fear of God. We're not the ones who say God doesn't exist. Those are the ones who are destroying the world and destroying our country. It's the people who are radical who don't believe God exists, and they do ridiculously stupid things, and they pretend they could be things that they're not. And this is the problem with society right now, is we used to tell people 20, 30 years ago, just shut your fucking mouth and get in the back of the bus, and not in the way you think. I'm saying like people who are different. You'd say, be different, be you, and you could be with your friends. That's great. Just don't go out and tell everybody else how to be, and don't go and start talking to kids. That's the biggest problem I have with today. Keep kids out of any conversations. They're there to learn about English, math. Like, this is not a place for you to talk about how you feel and what they should be doing and what they should be playing with. I don't know how I got into this. Anyway, guys, Joanne's wheezing. Okay, Back to the Future, Mark. That's one. The other one, worst coach ever, Marty McLavin-Riven. It's a McLavin-Riven special. I'm actually thinking about playing worst coach ever for you guys because of the whole LeBron-Jordan debate. LeBron gets completely scorched. It's like a friggin' roast. All of my movies are roasts. Right, guys? Think about it. I did Three's Company, The Breakup Artist, and I'm there on green screen with all these couples that are smiling at each other like this, and for each scene, for 7 to 10 minutes, I'm ripping these freaking people apart. It's ridiculously funny. And in the best of ways, like this couple sitting on the beach and they're like looking in each other's eyes like lovingly with like champagne in their hands, and I sit next to him on the log and I'm just like, so Tom, are we getting ready for the match tomorrow? We have that ping pong tournament and I want to win, and I know you're better than you're the number 1 seed, and all of a sudden it's like this Three's Company, Three's a Crowd type of thing in every scene, and it's so stupid but it's hilarious. And my first movie ever though was called Batmark versus Supermark. I was dressed as Batman and as Superman, and it's on YouTube. And for an hour and a half, I'm Batman, I'm Superman, I'm Dick Face. We have Sonny the Fists, he's a character. But I was three characters on screen in that movie. It was just my first really interesting thing to do on green screen, where I was Batmark, I was Supermark, and in the middle is Dick Face, who was one of my original characters. He's essentially Andrew Dice Clay, but without the I disparage women. Dick Face is looking for respect. And he's like this mafia character from the Bronx, and this is Dick Face's scene right here. And so, I mean, bottom line is, I took my microphone off already, but usually if I take this off, and then we have Sonny the Fists right over there. Sonny's got stupid fists. Look at those dumb fists. The size of the freaking restaurant. Hold on a moment, Sonny! I can't figure you out, Sonny. I'm here. I'm at my table. You back there with the cough cup by your mouth? Why don't we get a refill for Sonny? Gino. Oh, thank you, Gino, for espresso. Sometimes Gino gives me a fresh espresso when I'm sitting at my table. Gino, I'm here. I'm at my table. I got an espresso, but where's my biscotti? I gotta have a biscotti to dip-a-roo into my espresso when I'm here with Sonny the Fists. Oh, thank you, Gino. He's always late with the biscotti. Gino, if my espresso is cold, we're gonna have a problem. Biscotti. Espresso on Dipperoo. Dipperoo. Oh, I sprayed it in my face, Gino. Mighty. Gino, fantastic. It's a good espresso and biscotti combo. So that's Dick Face, essentially. Just a stupid idiot. And I created him. as a character, because actually I was doing this Positivity Live show. My friend Luke Mindpower was like, hey, when are you going to start doing your impressions? When are you going to start, making people laugh and just being yourself? And I was like, no, that's not Real Talk. Because at the time, my name was Mark Pires Real Talk. Okay, just keep your mind around this. So I'm thinking to myself, it's all positivity. Real Talk's about lifting people up, inspiring them every day. And he's like, no, you got to also just let yourself be. I want to hear Scarface. I want to hear Christopher Walken. I want to hear all your voices. And I'm like, so one night he got me to do it. He's like, okay, now do Christopher Walken. I'm like, wow, look, you come down, you're hanging out, you have a good time. Of course, you're there. Thursday night, you got to get the garbage. You put the garbage in the trash can. You roll the can. The end of the driveway, you're there. You see the candlelight vigil. What? I don't know. But so Luke got me out of my shell that night. And then I was like, yeah, you know what? Real Talk is really me being myself 100%. So from that day, I started doing all kinds of crazy stuff. But I thought I need to somehow, I can't swear. So I got to bring this character in and do this like dark side of comedy. So I was like, if I could bring the people to the positivity show by doing this like kind of blue comedy, is this guy Dick Facce, and when people love Facce, just be like, hey guys, Dick Facce is really Mark Pires. Come on over here to the show at MarkinsPires and hang out with us. It's a positivity show that's live creation. Because if you tell people you have a positivity show, they're like, shut up, I hate positivity. Some people are like that, This is like, I'm just a positive person, okay? And I show up every day, so that's very inspirational, because if you're looking for hope, I provide it every single day of the year. All you have to do is show up. And I'm on YouTube, I'm on X, I'm on Rumble, I'm on Facebook, on DLive, on Twitch. I'm on every platform. They just will not let you find me. And if you found me now, God bless you, because they don't want you to find me, and they don't want you to come back tomorrow. So come back tomorrow, because we're going to do the same freaking magical show we did tonight. Every single day for 1,912 days in a row, it's been magic, because I don't have a script. I never know what I'm going to say. I never know what I'm going to do. Therefore, I could completely fail at any moment. And that's why the show's amazing. It's because I refuse to fail. I refuse to give up. I keep driving towards the sun. And I'm not going to stop that. That's why these creations keep coming out. That's why there's hundreds of songs on iTunes and 9 feature films and 4,400 pieces of content so far. Because I am just a freaking content machine, guys. I live in the moment. Therefore, we have thousands and thousands of pieces of content. And honestly, I'm alone editing all this stuff. If I had a crew going through my shows on a daily basis, we'd have 15,000 pieces of content right now on YouTube. Easily. Maybe 30,000 pieces of content. And I just can't do more. I can't. I try my best, and I got 3,400 pieces out. But there's probably 1,200 songs that I've written live in this show. I got 209 out on iTunes. That's the best I could do so far. I'm a real estate agent. They've kept me from the people who could help me make a living at this. So I am a real estate agent, and that's how I make a living. But I show up here every day just creating like a freaking madman. And gosh, do I love it. Like, I love the comedy news stories. I love everything that I'm doing here. And the first thing you have to find in life, my friends, is something you love. I can't find a way to make money at it, but I love doing this. And it's a hobby, unfortunately for me. But you know what? It's something I need in my life. So I show up here every day and I take out that guitar. I show up here every day and I read a couple news stories. I show up here and I let the moment take me. And I just sometimes have to deal with that. Gosh almighty, Joanne. And that's the show. The show is the moment. It's fun. And I'm sick of all the negativity. Therefore, I decide to be the light for this world in my own way, for my own platform, for my own awesome group of people that show up here every day to support me. You guys are amazing. I freaking love you. Seriously. It's like, whether it's 0 people, 1 person, 9 people, 20 people, 1 million people, I love each and every one of you. That's why I've been showing up. Been showing up every single day, because I got a love for this world that really it's kind of hard to find these days, and a stick-to-itiveness that you just can't find anywhere anymore. And I don't know anybody who's gone live almost 2,000 days in a row while they've had the neck of the man on their foot, or the foot of the man on their neck. That's the right way. But I refuse to stop, because I feel like they want me to quit so badly. Being demonetized, being kicked by TikTok, which, by the way, thank goodness I appealed and they allowed me to get my strike back. So I'm back, but I'm not posting anything over a minute. I'm just not doing it. I'm posting original stuff, and they're like, unoriginal. And then if you criticize and you're like, wait, this isn't unoriginal. I created the piece of content. Those are my words. Those are my jokes. That's my voice. This is my edit. Everything. This is me. Nope, unoriginal. It's like, what the fuck? It's a news story. So yeah, there's a topic here that lots of people are talking about, but everybody has a unique voice. My voice is extremely unique because I create comedy out of these freaking news stories. And I can guarantee you that there's no streamer on earth, no comedian on earth is saying the jokes that I'm saying. Because I think like a freaking mental case when it comes to comedy. I don't know. I have this weird map in my mind that just keeps going. That's why I could create full feature films live in the moment. Because my mind will take an idea and turn it into a movie instead of just a 2-minute bit. It's just the way I work after 5 years in a row live. I said the word BB poo-poo just as a joke. Because I figured out a way that I can get crypto donations. But a couple of years ago when crypto was hot, now it's hot again. I should figure out how to get that address up if anybody wants to donate a full Bitcoin to me. That was how this joke started. I was like, you guys can donate to the show now in Bitcoin or in any other, coins. But make sure you give Bitcoin. And we don't take like just pieces, just give a full Bitcoin, just because you're a good guy, and this whole bit started and I said, you don't want to give me crap coins like BB poo poo. And when I said bibba poo poo or something like this, and this is in the movie, you'll see it. I didn't take it out. It's part of the movie. From that moment where I said bibba poo poo, freaking Elgato. From that moment, I created a full feature film. Just from saying the word bibba poo poo. I thought of BB poo poo being an actual coin. And then BB poo poo was a crap coin, so we came up with another one, which is, what was the other one, guys? BB poo poo, and then it was, oh my goodness. I don't know. I created three different crypto coins for this movie. I created a whole character. His name's Peter Bishop, where I just literally rug pull people the whole movie. It's hilarious. It's a stupid, freaking crazy, stupid movie. Donald Trump calls in at the end of the movie, and I have like a conversation. Or actually, no, I pretend to be Trump, and I call a guy, and I basically rug pull somebody else. I'm like, yeah, my uncle's Donald Trump, and he's like, I love Trump. This guy's like, I love Trump. I would buy from you if I had a chance to say hi to Trump. And I was like, my uncle doesn't have time to talk to you. And then all of a sudden I'm like, hello, hey Todd, how's it going? It's Donald J. Trump up winning big league. And all of a sudden I'm having a conversation on the movie with some fake person that I'm also being. Actually, I didn't do any of those voices back then. The new thing you'll see on my show is I do the other voice. So a lot of times, what's that, Zabrowski? And I'll start talking to someone that's not really here. And then you have to imagine what Zabrowski's saying to me. Now I've been trying to add that part. So I'll be like, what's that, Zabrowski? And be like, we'll just get back to the show, Mark. I'll be like, I will, Zabrowski. What the freaking heck? I'm in the process here, And then it sounds really funny in post, like it happened in real time, but I'm doing these voices in post, But these movies, I didn't do that. The movies, you have to use your imagination and wonder what the hell these conversations are I'm having with random people that aren't in the room. And that's kind of a funny thing. I like that, but I realize some people don't have the ability to fill out that picture, so I may go back and do re-edits on all of my movies and add all those other voices, because I'm a celebrity impressionist. It'd be kind of cool, actually, to do all these different voices in there, I had for the Batmark versus Supermark movie, I almost added it for Alfred. I had an Alfred part going, and I was doing like Michael Caine. And I was doing Michael Caine, and I was like, it's just not good enough, so I stopped. And I was like, screw it. I'll just let people use their imagination. That movie's nuts. Anyway, I'm just out there talking about nonsense today. Just want you guys to know that you're awesome. Okay, we clearly went over an hour, right? I mean, we played some music. We got into it. Did the P. Diddy story. You guys know he did it. Can you do any impressions? Giannim? Yes, many, many. What would you like to hear? Well, you want me to just go through all of them for you or a bunch of them? Why not? Wow, Gian, you come down the MarkinsPires show. It's a good time on Tuesday night. You're there with your friends. You sit down and popcorn. You take it out. You call your friend Owen Wilson. Of course, you call Owen Wilson. Come down, going down to Zoolander. Gonna do it right. Check it out, Baba Ganoush. Zoolander, we talking about it? I'm doing it. Gonna go around. Check it out. Check out my nose. We're gonna do it. You're gonna do that, right? What are we doing? Oh, where's Marley? I'm gonna see Marley and me, right? Wow. I think I go, Gian. Oh, goodness. How about this? Do you guys remember a movie called The Big Lebowski? Nobody fuck with it, Jesus. I see you next Wednesday. I find you next Saturday instead. Nobody fuck with it. That's one of the best movies ever. That actually got me bowling. That movie got me bowling. I bought bowling balls because of Big Lebowski. Walter, Walter, not everything has to do with Vietnam, Walter. What's that, dude? What did you say, dude? Right? Right? Come on, that's basically everybody except for Walter. Shomer Shavas. I don't roll on Shavas. Walter, what the hell, Walter? Walter, what are we talking about, Walter? Oh, goodness. You know. What's that, dude? Can I do Morgan Freeman? Let me see. Morgan Freeman probably talks a little more like this, right? Well, maybe if we stop talking about it. Like, I'm a man. You're a man. Now, I got to listen to him. If I listen to him for a minute, I think I could get him down. Let me just think about him for a second here. Planet Earth. He's got like this nice draw to him, you know? I'm thinking about this scene he had where someone's talking to him about race. And he's like, they're like, how do we stop, this? He's like, stop talking about it. I'm a man and you're a man. If you treat me like a man, like I can't do him right now. No, I can't do him, I guess. I'll work on him though. How about that? He talks very slow. Maybe you're right. Take him down a little bit. How about this one? We'll think about it. All right. We can really do a lot. I'm just like, now I'm on the spot trying to think about who I want to do. And it gets kind of a little complicated when I do that. So let me just roll through a bunch of them. How about that, Okay, I told you. Just tell me one thing. Hey, Manny, just fly away, Pelican, okay? Hey, Sosa, all I have in this world is my word and my boss. I don't break it for no one, mate, okay? That Stolly Omar, I never liked that guy. I never liked that piece of shit. For all I know, he had my friend Angel Salazar killed in Freedom Town when I killed Emilio Rabanga. I love when they're on the bus. Nobody remembers this scene. I talked about it the other day, but they're on the bus right after they get out of Freedom Town, right? It's like, where'd you get a scar like that, eating pussy? Like, how I got a scar like that eating pussy, mate? Huh? What, you kidding me? That's some kind of pussy. I freaking love Scarface. He's the best. Or how about the scene he's in there's like, this town is like a great big pussy. Just wait until they're fucked. Like, man, Scarface killed it. Everything that guy did was ridiculous. But they're on the bus, right? And he's talking to Manny, and they're sitting there, and his friend that doesn't get Angel Salazar still on there, didn't die yet, didn't get murdered from the chainsaw massacre, from that freaking, the guy that he eventually Scarface shot with the Uzi, and that Chicha lady. Anyway, listen. This is what happens. They get on the bus. Scarface says to Manny, Manolo, what'd you tell him? How'd you get him, man? He goes, I got told him that I had a TB, and I went to a sanitarium, and then I got healthy, and then they sent me, you tell him your TB? What, you kidding? You tell him what you say? You told me to tell him. I forgot about him, man. You should have told him he was a horse. They would have let you in. Best line in the movie, no one ever hears it. And it's funny, you have to listen to that part 5 times to hear it. But he goes, you should have told him you was a horse. They would have let you in. Oh, it's freaking brilliant. Scarface is so hardcore in that movie. Everything he did was so good. I used to know every line in that movie. Do you want me to kill 2 kids and a woman? Fuck that. You die, motherfucker. I got the baseball, man. Hey, Manny, you gotta play the Cuba League, man. I go back, I see the Castro, I tell that motherfucker, I kill you, okay, man? Wow, guys, you come down, you get the time of your life. Scarface, you Christopher Walken, together, they're hanging out, have a party. Of course, they have a party going down to Zoolander. Gonna do it right, go check it. Bob, I don't treat patients on vacation, Bob. Dr. Marvin, I'm doing the baby steps, Dr. Marvin. Bob, Faye, I don't treat patients on vacation, Faye. I'm at Lake Winnipesaukee. Lake Winnipesaukee. Dr. Marvin, I got the book, Dr. Marvin. Can I bring Gil? I'll bring Gil. We can come. Where are you again? I'll come. Bob, you gotta read by baby steps, Bob. I'm reading the baby steps, Dr. Marvin. Can you help? I'll come up with Bob. We'll take a real bus ride. Bob.
Bob. I'm here to have my Good Morning America interview. I don't treat patients on vacation, Bob.
Did you order the code red? You're gosh darn right I did. I sit 6,000 feet from... Yards? 6,000 yards from 90 miles from 6,000 Cubans that want to kill me. Who's gonna save me? You, Lieutenant Caffey? You, Lieutenant Weinberg? I'd appreciate it if you said thank you. And you left me on my... Whatever the hell he says. Did you order the code right? You're gosh darn right I did. He admitted to it. Lock him up. Here's Johnny, right?
I used to have this bit when I was a kid, and I don't know if you guys remember this guy, but I used to say, you have Jack Nicholson, right? Actually, that's more the other way. You got Jack, right? Here's Johnny. You got Jack. And then you have Christian Slater, who was like trying to be Jack Nicholson. He's like, check it out, guys. It's Christian Slater, right? Going out doing Gleam in the Cube, right? Gonna have a good time doing Gleam in the Cube. Guys, I did a couple movies or a couple TV shows as well, you know. And then you got Jonathan Taylor Thomas, who's like trying to be Christian Slater, who's trying to be Jack Nicholson. He's like, hey guys, what's up? It's Jonathan Taylor Thomas. And you're like, what the freaking hell? You got 3 generations of Jack Nicholson going on. It's me, it's Jack. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Christian Slater. And then you got, hey, guys, what's up? It's Jonathan Taylor Thomas. And you're like, what the freaking hell is going on here? I'm in the Twilight Zone, right? They all kind of even look alike if you figure it out. Like, Jonathan Taylor Thomas is basically Christian Slater. I'm pretty much thinking that Slater banged it out with somebody on the Gleam in the Cube set. All of a sudden, they pop out a Jonathan Taylor Thomas. He's doing it. Hey, guys, what's up? It's Jonathan Taylor Thomas. And you're like, all right, we get it. You're basically Christian Slater, right? Gleaming the Cube. Guys, look, I gotta put on my Vans. Like, he's got that special board that's made of like metal. Do you remember that? The steel board? He's, sliding through the streets. He's Gleaming the Cube. That was actually a really good movie. Oh, goodness. Sometimes when you get into it, guys, Alrighty then. Excuse me. Your balls are showing. Right? You guys remember that one too. What's the other thing he says? What does he do? He's walking around and he's going, I can't think of it right now. Wow. He's walking around, he's saying like hello to them, and the way, however they say hello to each other, he's doing it with like obnoxious. He's like, bangy biggity poop poop. But he's walking around. I can't think of it. If I could, I would do it right now because I used to do that part. It's been a while since I did Jim Carrey. Oh, goodness. I do the Jim Carrey reverse every once in a while during the comedy news. I'll make an error, and I'll be like, gosh, guys, so did you see what's happening? And then it's like something, and then afterwards you add the actual reverse noise from like the tape, and it looks pretty cool. But anyway, I digress a bit. I don't know. Can I do Denzel Washington? I don't know. Denzel, let me think about him. He does like a lot of like laughing and stuff. All right, you got 2 that I have to work on. I'll do Morgan Freeman and I'll do Denzel for you next time, Gian. Come back tomorrow. I'll work on them. I'll just listen to them. This is the thing. I do everything by ear. I play music by ear. All my impressions are done by ear. So I'm basically working off of something I heard many, many years ago most times. The only ones that are fresh in my head always are Christopher Walken, Al Pacino, the Scarface. I mean, Al Pacino. You got Pacino, right? Doing regular Pacino. Check it out. Mary Beverly D'Angelo. Ray Romano. Ray Romano's got like a really high voice. I got to work on Ray too because he's got a really messed up nose thing going on. I think that would be tough to do Ray Romano. I think I'd have a hard time doing him. Sounds like he's like Big Bird. You know what I mean? Gian's throwing me the tough ones tonight. That's 3 that I have never done before. Romano, Washington,
Remember the time you did Denzel Washington? Yeah, you were like, hey, remember?
I miss doing Norm. I just had to do him for a second because Norm was one of my favorites to do.
I'll do Norm. Freaking Artie Lane comes out of nowhere. Where's the crack?
I don't know. Anyway, guys, I think we've done enough damage. Right? Of course, you come down on Tuesday night. You're there. Your friends. Your family. You came out for the party. It's a party in your pants. But I need more cowbell. It's all Gene. Gene, sounds good. We need more cowbell. You go. Hit it. Hit it, Gene. Let me get the cowbell to put my pants on one leg at a time. But when I do, I make gold records. Oh! Romano almost sounds like Jay-Z. That's funny. I have to listen to Jay-Z. But yeah, you're right. Jay-Z kind of talks. He's got like a crack voice, right? Jay-Z reminds me of like that crackhead in the movies. It's like, man, you gotta rock. That's actually right there, right? That's Jay-Z. Hey, man, you gotta rock. Yo, check it out. I was doing this thing with Jay-Z, and I was telling him, like, yo, I'm the best rapper of all time. And I'm like, you're crap, honestly. Like, I got to be honest. As somebody who sings in key, when I heard Jay-Z rapping back in the day, I was like, who listens to this? He can't sing in key. It's the worst. And I'm like, I don't know. I didn't listen to much. I just heard one song, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Oof. He's like, oh, what, you guys want a crack rock? I'm in the back track. I'm going to get my back sock. And then you get the sock a dock. And you're like, that's good? And the song's like, boom, ding, ding, ding. And he's like in a whole different key. Like, what the fuck is going on here? And they're like, yeah, did you guys get the new track? I'm like, the one where there's two different keys in the same song going on vocally and musically? Like, yeah, I heard that one. And you like it because everybody else told you it was cool. Gosh, I'm so critical. I mean, when you write stuff like this in the moment.
That's the way, catch the way,
You know what this reminds me of?
catch the way,
It's the Cranberry song. Right? The Cranberry song? And I say, yeah, 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 yeah. I said, yeah, 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 yeah. That's a freaking vibe, man. I love it. But we wrote that live in the moment 2 days ago. I'm going to listen to Jay-Z a little more, but I think he sounds like that. He's like totally cracked out voice. You know what I mean? Oh, goodness. What about Mike Tyson? I'm going to beat the freaking hell out of Jake Paul. And I'm going to eat his ear. I'm going to chew on his ear after I punch him in the ribs. He's doing a rib punch. Anyway, guys, I think we've done enough damage here. I got one more for you. Crushing it, guys. I was out at a tag sale. I found a bag of baby dolls. I went and I sold them. Made profit. Crushing it. What are you guys doing? Are you freaking losers? I mean, are you kidding me? Gary V, I'm here. Crushing it. When you're crushing it like Gary V, you know, I mean, you're in it. You're right there. You know? And you could take it one step further and go with Dean Graziosi. Guys, it's Dean Graziosi. I'm just here with my lovely fiance, and we're talking about how we can make other people rich. All you have to do is give us your firstborn. It's like, what the fucking hell, man? You guys are into this dude, you know? Guys, look, I got the greatest. You guys, I made like full face swaps of this. It's crazy stuff, literally. I'm like, guys, it's Dean Graziosi. Just here with now she's my fiance. We're doing it. Not that way, because I'm a hermapha, you know? Probably. We don't know what the deal is with Dean. But he's always trying to make other people rich. Like, what a scumbag snake oil salesman, right?
Guys, we're just sitting here. We're like, how do we make other people rich?
Like, you fucking piece of shit. I can't stand that. What a freaking horse. I had one guy who came across my show early on when it was just live positivity all day. And he's like, man, I just spent $5,000 with Dean Graziosi and I could have gotten, I wish I found you first. I was like, dude, I do it for free. What the freaking hell? You know what I mean? Like, he gave a guy $5,000. Be like, guys, they're thinking about how to make other people rich. Oh, goodness. You know? The other one is this guy, Dean Kane, I think his name is. Not Dean Kane. Brendan Kane. You guys see this? Hi, guys. My name is Brendan Kane. I'm a social media genius. And he does this whole thing about how he could get you 1 million followers in like a day. I get 1 million followers in a month, and I could do it for you. And it's this whole thing. It's like, and it's totally free. And it says, just pay the shipping and handling. And in the bottom, you see shipping and handling, $249.99. It's the craziest freaking bit. Where is that? Joanne, where is the bit that I did with all of these stupid telemarketers? I'm playing it for everybody here. We're 9 hours into the show. I have a show at 9 a.m. again, and then I have to sell real estate. So join me at 9 a.m. when we do it. Guys, 9 and 11 o'clock, we have a premiere of $1 House in freaking Italy. Like, who the hell's not buying that? You know what I mean? All right, let me see if we can find something here. I really want you to see this because it's totally insane. Totally insane. Just have to find it. Okay. If it's not here, which I don't think it's here, it may be. Hold on a minute. We have a lot of stuff here. Gosh almighty, it's hard to get through it all. I could play you so many things while I look for this, to be honest, that you'll hopefully probably appreciate. If you guys are on Clapper, though, you're going to want to head over to YouTube, X, or Rumble in order to see any of these clips. These are all, whatever I'm going to play for you is original comedy. And you know, I feel like I should help the guy. You know, he needs a hand right now. I'm just going to do something I normally don't do, but just for this one time, I'm trying to give the guy a hand. He's had a pretty rough run of it, you know, in his diaper and all.
It's Felix Robertson live from the studio, and we're joining Joe Biden for his newest commercial. Let's go to Vice President of the United States, Joe Biden, sued the president.
Look, my Aunt Judy told me to come down here and say a couple words. So I'm going to read off this teleprompter here. We're going to have a conversation about Donald Trump. Everybody's dying right now because of this president. He's the one who brought coronavirus to America. He distributed it, and he has all the people. Look, the facts are, the people on the streets are rioting in the streets because of Donald Trump. They love Trump so much that they're rioting in the streets. That's right, it's the right-wing radicals. And my Aunt Judy told me that if I come out and start speaking against it, that maybe Donald Trump's supporters will stop all the rioting in the streets. Look, I think you gotta go out and vote for this leap. I mean, you gotta vote for Joe. You gotta just remember, I'm an average Joe. I've been just doing this my entire life. I think I got the runs or something because I got poopy in my pants. Look, before I get going to the bathroom, I just want to make sure you understand. We're fighting for the soul of America. The only person that can save it is a politician for 47 years that hasn't done it once in those 47 years. My Aunt Judy said I could do it now, though. Just move that teleprompter up a little. And I appreciate you. And I look forward to being the next president of the United States of America, Joe Trump.
Oh, that's pretty much genius. I did that in 2019. That's what got me basically put into a hole, is doing comedy for you guys of Joe Biden, of Donald Trump. And I did 37 episodes of the Donald Trump show. It's the funniest thing you'll ever see in your life. Guarantee it. All you have to do is find it on YouTube. And you have to search. But type in MarkinsPires and look on my channel. You'll find it. It's 4 hours and 20 minutes, roughly. Roll one up for this one. Of Joe Biden getting roasted by Donald Trump. That's what it is. It's the funniest thing you'll ever see. And Dr. Evil's in it. I got like a 16-minute episode of Dr. Evil and Dr. Weasel Faraji, I call him. Bill Gates, they take over the world. That's another one I didn't do for you, buddy, over there, Gianna's. Bill Gates, we're going to introduce a new vaccine. I can't say the things. Like, you can't say certain words here anymore. You know what I mean? My wife, Melinda, ex-wife, scumbag. When you got that piece of garbage out there buying farmland, he's mRNAing it, I heard, the land. He's just like, let's put it into the earth. Freaking Bill Gates. That guy's like evil personified. You know what I mean? Well, he and Klaus Schwab. I think he's a second to Klaus Schwab and George Soros, like together. That's the other one I didn't do for you. I do George Soros. I forgot to tell you. Nailed it, right? You guys missed the episode, the Dr. Evil episode at the end when George Soros, we find out he's really Senator Palpatine. And he also played Jabba the Hutt. And they didn't need any makeup. You learn that all in the episode. It's, you know what? I feel like I want to give you guys the link to that. I shouldn't play it because you DickTube, right? Should I play it and say, fuck you, YouTube? I mean, what the hell at this point, right? It's not like anybody's going to see this episode. They like to keep it from everybody, so maybe I should just pound them in the freaking eye with this one-timer. One-timer, guys. What do you think? All right, you guys ready for the most ridiculous laugh on earth? And you guys need to... Can you? All right, let me see if I can flip the screen for you. Let me do that for people over here on Clapper so they at least see this episode. I can't believe I'm doing this. Like, I'm really trying not to do any politics anymore, but it's 2 hours and probably like an hour and 40 minutes into the show. No one's getting this far into the show, so whatever. It doesn't matter. I think the average is people watch for about 18 to 20 minutes. So they should watch for more because we do some ridiculous stuff. Like, the whole show is ridiculous. You watch for 20, come back and watch the other hour because it's stupid crazy every day of my life. I literally show up and bring fire to you. So I hope you enjoy this.
Hammerl and Jameson introducing episode 16 of the Donald Trump Show, The Gates to Evil.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining me on episode 16 of the Donald Trump Show. Today we're talking about Dr. Evil. That's right, Bill Gates, Fauci. They're all in it together. And I think you'll be surprised when you see Vladimir Putin in the mix. And even George Soros. So we're going to get into it now. Let's take a look at the first piece.
Dr. Evil, are you there?
Well, hi, Bill Gates. How are you?
Do you have a second to talk?
Yep, I'm here in the evil lair right now. I heard about all your work on the vaccines. Quite promising. Hold on. Put you on speakerphone. So tell me, what's the latest, Bill?
Look, we have to get our vaccines in order if we want to try to stop the spread of the coronavirus. And consequently, I own all of the patents and I have all of the companies that are actually going to provide the vaccines. And Moderna, you may have heard of, that's actually my company. I'm going to be the one who makes all the money at the end. But we have to do it. It's going to kill a lot of people, and it's going to put a lot of more money in my pocket to be the shelf effect, where everybody else dies and I get everything. I'm going to try to take over the world, is really the plan here.
Look, Bill, that's usually what we do here at Evil Headquarters. I'm frickin' Dr. Evil. Anyway, how can I help?
Well, it looks like I've got everybody lined up and ready for the big reveal. They're all afraid. They're at home quarantined, and they're not sure if it's safe to go outdoors. So they're ready for the takedown.
Yeah, I get it. You want to take over the world.
People are starting to understand that I have an ulterior motive, and it's financially based, it's population reduction based, and they don't like it. And I just want to try to find out how to do it successfully like you did.
I don't have time to give you the ins and outs.
Do you have any tips or suggestions that you can give me?
Well, Bill, fear seems low. I would release the murder hornets.
Well, I really appreciate your advice, Dr. Evil. I know you've gone through this before
I do take over the world at least once a month.
I think it's very important that we do this the right way.
The right way is the only way.
If we do it correctly from the beginning, then I'm going to be the leader of the world.
Look, Bill, I'm going to be honest with you. What's yours is mine. I'm just going to do it all myself. I already released the murder hornets. Don't open your windows. Frankly, I was shaken by the images. I could not believe it when I had this YouTube video sent to me. These things are going on behind the Trumper's back. And I don't like it. No. We're going to stop the Dr. Evil. We're going to stop Bill Gates. He's not even a freaking doctor. You know that, right? He's not a doctor. Doesn't even play a doctor on TV. He just pretends. He walks around, puts a stethoscope on, I think, when he's at home. Melinda, look, I've got a stethoscope on. I'm a doctor. No, you're not. You're just a stupid billionaire. Well, look, let's keep going. Let's see what these morons are up to.
Number 2, get me Bill Gates.
Dr. Evil. Bill Gates is on the evil monitor.
Bill, it's Dr. Evil. Oh, hi, Dr. Evil. How are you?
I'm doing great, Bill.
So glad to get you on the line again.
I think it's about time we release our secret weapon. Can you get him on the line, number 2?
Dr. Evil. Call on the evil monitor.
Dr. Fauci. It's Dr. Evil.
Hello, Dr. Evil.
Look, Fauci, we need you to continue pushing the narrative. If we want them to take the vaccine, they need to be scared.
Best
We
line
need the public
of the
to believe
freaking-
that they're in danger. And the only one who's in control of that right now is Dr. Fauci.
Well, we have to be
Fauci.
You gotta hear this again. Listen.
Hello, Dr. Evil.
This is why I was
Look,
banned from
Fauci,
you guys finding me.
we need you to continue pushing the narrative. If we want them to take...
Hold on. This was created on April 9th, 2020. And this, my friends, is why the world doesn't know about MarkinsPires still. Listen to what I said right here on April 9th, 2020.
Take the vaccine, they need to be scared.
We need the public to believe that they're in danger. And the only one who's in control of that right now is Dr. Fauci.
Well, we have to be very careful. Can't let the president know what we're doing.
Look, we need to continue to push fear. If we want them to take the vaccine, we're going to have to pretend that they need it. So I'm going to get onto every network station, and I'm going to continue to push the narrative.
I'm thinking about deploying the murder hornets. We should probably be searching for a murder hornet vaccine as we speak. This sounds like a great idea, Dr. Fauci. Get on it, and I'll see you guys soon.
Just remember, keep me apprised. Wait, no, hold on, I'm not done.
We're going to have to continue to act stealth with this mission.
One more thing.
Don't forget our mantra. We all need vaccines.
That we all need vaccines. And I will eventually take over the world.
See, this is the agenda of the New World Order, run by Bill Gates, President Xi. They drop a virus, I call it the Fluhan, on the world. They cripple the global economic system. They put everybody in quarantine. They gotta wear a mask. You can't go out without a mask. And everybody's still fine. The death rate's like the frickin' flu. And they say everybody must get a vaccine. Look, I'll tell you what. I'm Donald J. Trump, and I won't be getting a vaccine. You've got an immune system for a reason. You don't need an immunity like a vaccine made by people like Fauci that just are trying to line their pockets with dollar bills.
Now I kind of get why I was completely kicked off, guys. I mean, everything I said here came true. Everything.
Yo. So take a look at this last clip. Kinda pisses me off. He called me in pocket dial.
2
Just
weeks
see, take
after
a look.
shutdown.
Number
guys.
2, get me Bill Gates on the evil monitor.
Dr. Evil. Bill Gates is on the evil monitor.
Well, hi, Dr. Evil. How are you? So glad to speak to you. I'm just here talking to the press right now. Is there something I could do for you?
Oh, Donald, I'm sorry. This is actually a pocket dial. I'm gonna have to call you back.
Okay, Dr. Evil.
Number 2! That was too freaking close, number 2.
I'm sorry, Dr. Evil. Bill Gates on the evil monitor.
Awesome bit, by the
Hi,
way.
Bill. It's Dr. Evil. How are you? Hi, Dr. Evil. How are you? I'm good, Bill. Are we still on track to take over the world? So Dr. Fauci went on the front lines again today and told people they need to do even more extensive social distancing. They need to stay away from each other more. We have to develop the vaccine before too many people die, and then we won't be able to make all of that money.
God almighty,
And
I
what does
nailed it.
Fauci have to say about it? I'm going to try to get Dr. Fauci on right now. Dr. Fauci, are you there?
Bill, how are you?
It's Bill and Dr. Evil, and he's on the evil monitor with us.
Dr. Evil.
Gentlemen, the fear-mongering's not working. You're going to have to find a different strategy.
I'm getting very nervous about this, Dr. Evil. I think I may back out of this entire thing if we don't bring the vaccine to market next week. I'm out.
Take a breath real quick, Dr. Fauci, because we're almost there. All right, we put all the money out there. We have the patents, and we have everybody at home right now. So all you have to do is continue the narrative.
The president is starting to become suspicious of Fauci.
Dr. Fauci, we really need you to come through for us here.
Look, the president is smarter than he pretends to be.
Fauci, failure is not an option here.
I'm sorry, gentlemen, but I will not take a fall for 2 megalomaniacs.
Okay, I think I've heard enough. Excuse me. Yes, release the murder hornets. Yes, Bill Gates' house and Dr. Fauci's. That's right. Yep, thank you. Okay, yep, fantastic. I'm sorry, gentlemen. I just can't stand you anymore.
Look, I have to thank MAGA lover QAnon 1984 for sharing these 3 videos with me. Oh, wait a second, I'm getting in my ear that we have one more for you. Hold on one moment. Let's get to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the scene is set. Number 2.
Dr. Evil. Vladimir Putin's on the phone.
Dr. Evil, it's Vladimir. We have the news.
Well, it's really good to have you on the line, Vladimir. I'm so glad that our plan is working.
Right now is good mission. Is an American run.
Look, all I want you to know, Vladimir, is that we have to put the pressure on. More cities.
They riot in the street. Good.
Now to part 2, our secret weapon. You know who I'm talking about. Let's get him on the line.
Dr. Evil. George Soros is on the line.
George,
Dr. Evil.
what's the deal?
Can I play too?
What you got going on over there? Give us the scoop.
I want to play.
Let me put you on speaker. Yep, here we go. What do you got, George?
I'll put money in as well, and we could take over the solar system.
We have to find a way to stabilize Donald Trump as well.
Bring Trump Walker to me. I will turn him, or I will destroy him. You know, I have to say, I did not expect to see George Soros turn into Emperor Palpatine. Who knew? Who knew that Emperor Palpatine was really George Soros? Typecast, really. I heard he also played Jabba the Hutt. They didn't really even need to use any makeup. Look, the one thing I'll tell you about Donald J. Trump is I keep my friends close, but I keep my enemies closer. I'm gonna call Dr. Evil right now. That's right. We're gonna have a conversation about all of these videos because I don't like when people come after the Trump.
Hold on, people. The phone is ringing. Number 2.
Dr. Evil. There's a call on the evil monitor. It's Donald Trump.
Thank you, number 2.
Hi, Donald. It's Dr. Evil. How are you? Dr. Evil, you're live right now on the Donald Trump Show. Oh, really? Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me put you on speaker. What can I do for you, Donald? You're actually the subject of episode 16 of the Drum Show, and I just found 4 videos, quite incriminating. And before I send them to the high courts, I just wanted to see if you have anything you'd like to say. Well, Donald, simply put, I'm freaking Dr. Evil. Look, Dr. Evil, you know, we've had a pretty good working relationship in the past, but that all comes to an end now. Next time you think you could take advantage of the Trumper, just get ready for a steaming pile of rockets all over your face. I'm gonna drop them all over your evil compound, wherever it is.
I wish you lots of luck on your search, Donald.
We're gonna find you, Dr. Evil. I'm going to find you.
Look, Donald, I really don't care how you feel. Sorry.
Perhaps if I tell you about the newest technology we're gonna use to take you out in your compound, would that interest you, Dr. Evil?
No matter what tech you have, Donald, you get... Hello? Donald? Number 2! He hung up again, motherfucker!
Oh, I freaking love that show. So,
Chipotle's Chicken Al Pastor
all right,
is back.
Chipotle,
And it's
shut
fire
up.
on
El Gato! So, thank you guys watching on Clapper. That was one of my comedies I did in 2019. I did 36 episodes called The Donald Trump Show. That was episode 16. It's The Gates of Evil. I recorded that on April 9th, 2020, about 20 days after they shut down our country. Every single thing I said there as a comedy came true. It all came true. We have to, when I said there as Dr. Evil, we have to pretend we have to strike fear in everybody so they think that they need it. And then like Bill Gates saying, we have to get everybody to think that they, that they're going to have to get the bugaboo, and all this crazy stuff actually came true. And it's not that it was crazy. I just could sense. I knew all of this was going to be true. I mean, like it's insane to me that every single thing that I tried to warn people about is now like, oh yeah, that was true. Like the thing that was called ibuprofen, that is now, yeah, it worked. I have some still at the house. Knocking on wood, guys. 5 years in, right? 5 years in. I've been live for 1,912 days in a row. And knocking on wood. I didn't listen to Dr. Weasel Fraudgy. I didn't listen to any of the bullshit. I decided to show up here every day and tell you guys the truth. They put me in a hole for it. I'm still here every day. Demonetized for telling you what's real. For writing songs about the society and about what's I mean, if you listen to my 209 songs on iTunes, you'll be like, holy freaking cow. Everything is talking about this time in history. It's powerful stuff because there's beautiful songs that lift us up and bring us together, and then a lot that tell you exactly what really happened right now. I have a song called Sign of the Times. Go listen to that one. It even talks about the insanity with the radical movements that are going on in the United States right now. That whole song is insane. We should play that one day for you. Lots of songs that'll blow your mind if you go back and check them out. But outside of that stuff makes me laugh every time I watch it. Dr. Weasel Fraudge. I love that character. Dr. Weasel Fraudgy, wear your mask. 7,467 masks. You guys know you need that many masks, right? And you're still going to get CV, just so you know. But yeah, knocking on wood, I didn't listen to them. My wife and I, my kids, were like, look, we'll take our chances with God. And I'm here now, still 1,912 days in a row fighting against the man. I wrote a song once that said, and I know that the man can get you down sometimes. And I'm not sure if we can be free. But free fall with me. Free fly away like a dream. We miss the ones we love the most. In that same song, I said something right going into the final verse, and it goes like this. And I know I'm going to miss this place when it's gone, and we're standing right here. Freaking love that line. And I knew that would come true one day. I wrote that September 21st, 1999. And I remember thinking when I wrote that line, I was like, there's going to be a day one day I'm going to be sitting under this tree. I remember sitting under a tree in New Canaan, Connecticut. And right under this tree, sitting with a bunch of friends, I wrote that song. It's called The Best for You and Me. And I know I'm going to miss this place when it's gone and we're standing right here. And I'm not sure if we could be free. Free fly with me, free fall away, or free fall with me, free fly away like a dream. You miss the ones you love the most. The Best for You and Me is a great song. I'll play that for you one night. But that line is powerful because I knew there would be a day where there would be so much tyranny or the world would fall apart. Because my friend used to say something to me in high school that blew my mind. He said, every major civilization that's ruled has fallen. He said, the United States will fall one day. And I go, what? And he goes, yeah, the United States is going to fall one day. And I was like, what? That sounds like a pretty freaking messed up thing to say. He goes, look, Rome, nobody thought Rome would fall. Nobody thought Alexander the Great would ever come to an end. Like, everything that's good and that rules eventually comes to an end. And I was like, man. So when I wrote that line, it was about 2 years after high school, I remember thinking to myself, and I know I'm going to miss this place when it's gone and we're standing right here. There's a moment, we're in it right now, where I'm standing in my exact place, no matter where I am, and I'm like, man, I miss the world we used to have. I miss this place. It's gone. I'm standing right here. The place is gone. It's no longer the same. They've destroyed the world we live in, and we have one choice. Do we show up here and get the world back that we know? The one that's like joy and connecting? Or do we want to live in their world of destruction and hate and division? I'm going to choose to show up here twice a day, guys. Join the movement. This is a movement. This isn't a show. This is a movement that could change time. Because I'm here twice a day. Now, if you guys want to be the army, all we got to do is take over the freaking world with positivity and connecting. Live music, comedy. It's about laughing. It's about putting down our differences and coming together. So, I very much appreciate you. I appreciate the time you spent with me tonight. I will be back at 9 a.m., which is 8 hours from now, which is kind of nuts, but I'll probably be 9:30. Usually it's about 9:30 in the morning, to be honest. Guys, 1,912 days. We're just 88 days away from 2,000 days in a row. I hope you're here that night. We're making history. This show could have been a show that was live once a week. Could have been a show that was live twice a week, 3 times a week. It's been live every day for 5 years. So if you enjoyed this at all, subscribe, turn on notifications on my YouTube channel. At 11 a.m. tomorrow, there's a new premiere comedy news story. There's 4,400 pieces of content. You could spend the next 20 years of your life never getting through all my content. And I can guarantee you there's gems everywhere. Because this is the moment taking place, my friends. If you want something authentic, if you want something that happened, not something that was scripted, not something that was planned, this is the show. I'll be back tomorrow without a script. I'll be back tomorrow to tell you what's going on in the world and make you laugh about it. And then we're going to rock out on that guitar. I'm getting another string on there. We played a bunch of songs tonight with 5 strings. 1 less string. That was a powerful song. Woo! Gosh, you guys are awesome. So, let me say goodnight to you. Don't go anywhere. Let's see where we are. An hour and 51 in. I'm out of my mind. Chris Donaldson, my friend. Renee Woods. S. Coop. Sig Sauer, my brother in the house. And Trish Killian, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for being here with me tonight. Over here on Kalapa, we got Mikey G in the house, my brother. Lindsay Lou, you are awesome. iHawk Pro Gaming. And Needham, you guys please head over to YouTube, subscribe, turn on notifications. If you don't, you're going to have a very hard time finding me ever again. Unless you subscribe to my Clapper, which you should do anyway because I drop here all the time, like 3, 4, 5 times a day. And I'm live now on Clapper every day. We're not doing TikTok anymore. Let's see if we can build out Clapper. So, hope to see you tomorrow. Until then, have a good night. All right, guys, I got rid of them first. Until tomorrow. Appreciate you guys. Virginia, thank you guys for being here.
See you tomorrow. You got to go away.